today. From NRG Stadium in Houston, Texas. It's week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Drew Brees and the Houston Texans taking on Kyler Murray and the Minnesota Vikings.
From the stadium that hosted Super Bowl 51 back in 2017, we are inside NRG Stadium in Houston. The scene from a few moments ago, this crowd enthusiastically cheering on their Texans as they emerge from the locker room. And we're just about ready for football as the Texans get set to match up with the Minnesota Vikings. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, we look at this Texan ball club entering play here. They've got to be pleased with the start to this season. Obviously, a perfect 3-0.
3 good quality wins, too. It's got people in the locker room excited.
And we are underway from Houston. Now the return. Here comes Randall Cobb. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. So out come the Texans for their opening drive. And they'll be led out by the all-time leader in terms of passing yards in NFL history, their 41-year-old quarterback, Drew Brees.
Anytime anyone throws for over 300 yards in a game, you know their name is going to be considered for Offensive Player of the Week. And in the AFC last week, our guy got it.
Yeah, he was the guy on top of his game. He'll try to duplicate that here in this one. On first down, Brees. David Johnson here on the catch. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The drive starting with a first down, 11 yards on that pickup. He's going to try and do this himself. Pressure coming from the Vikings, and they get there and bring him down. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it, but it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
2nd and 10. This is David Johnson, the former All-Pro. And the hole closes quickly there. He gets maybe a couple up to the 38. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive.
At the 47-yard line.
So he turned to a trusted, familiar face in that 3rd down situation. It paid off.
Yeah, you go to your veteran receiver in that spot, so you can't underestimate him when he's on the field. Defensively, make sure you know where he is because he understands how to get open in key situations.
A couple of first downs on the drive already, as they'll go from the 47 now on first down. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll be brought down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From midfield, here's Brees. And this one grabbed by Darren Fells. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 38-yard line. The numbers for him from a week ago. 4 catches, 54 yards, and a touchdown.
And most teams mark down big plays as ones that gain 10 yards or more. He certainly has big playability, and we just saw it on display.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
7-yard line.
Shotgun now for Brees. Batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Hooked up on a curl over Anthony Barr. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line. So excellent starting position. formation here for the Vikings.
And they'll be let out by their quarterback in his second season now from Oklahoma. It's Kyler Murray.
Okay, I thought there was something to build on in last week's game by his performance. I thought he played fairly well overall. The numbers won't knock your socks off. 2 touchdown passes and an interception. The bottom line, though, they lost.
Yeah.
How does he eliminate that one interception, continue to take care of the ball, and maybe increase the number of times he puts the ball in the end zone with a receiver? Now that's staying ahead of the chains. Really good pickup on first down, hitting the tight end there. Now it brings up a second and manageable.
Just found a hole in that zone. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. The first carry now for Dalvin Cook. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down. The numbers a week ago for Cook. 13 carries, 63 yards.
And well-liked by his teammates. In fact, I got on good authority, even though I'm not an investigative reporter, that in their team meeting this week, the offensive line stood up and said, Coach, we've got to have better yardage for this guy. He's number 9 in the league. He's got to be in the top 3 before the season's over. Let's run the ball.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. They run, Cook, and he's going to be close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Texans' 29. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. They run again on first down, Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Yard line, 2nd and 12.
A give to Cook out of the gun. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Out of the gun, here's Murray. Escaping the pressure right. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. 23 yards on the tuck and run.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a first down and inside the 5-yard line.
First and goal, a chance to convert that early turnover into points.
They'll run with Cook, and he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings have taken a first-quarter lead. People always talk about one of his biggest strengths running the football, vision, and he found the spot there, went into the end zone.
You're exactly right about that, and it wasn't just the vision, right? Once he saw the gap, decisiveness, made up his mind, and about the power to finish the play. Not only did he get good blocking, he created his own space as well.
Dan Bailey now for the extra point. He's got it, and the Vikings take a 7-0 lead. So that drive goes 8 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
The Texans take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
So now we get set to see Houston for their 2nd drive of the ball game. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 to score as they start 1st and 10. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Open man, the tight end fails. And he
He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brings up 2nd and 1 at the 37-yard line.
On 2nd down, Johnson. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting one more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. Able to get what they need to keep the drive going with a 6-yard pickup on 3rd down.
Good carry and pickup for a first down there by David Johnson, and he has a chance to fill a lot of voids for this Houston Texans team. They lost their 1,000-yard rusher from last year. Carlos Hyde went to Seattle, but back in 2016, David Johnson led the NFL of all-purpose yards with the Arizona Cardinals. The Texans would be happy to see that guy all year long.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
now they'll throw with Breeze. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
A 50-50 ball here. It's intercepted. Picked up by the Pro Bowler, Anthony Barr. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
45-yard line.
First quarter, and now he already has 2 interceptions.
Yeah, he's got to guard against being tentative from this point forward, though. He's got to still make the right reads, make the proper throws. I've seen guys in this league throw 4 interceptions in a game and win. He's got to understand, put it behind you, keep pressing forward.
First down, Murray. He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. They get 14 there. First down, Vikings.
Nice little nifty play for him there. Yeah, that's the ability to read a defense and utilize players that don't often get picked up in coverage easily. And I'm talking about being...
Now, quick hit, and he wants the football. And the Texans scoop it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
On the play.
Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think you should take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Now after the fumble recovery, it's Breeze. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete. Coverage there by the safety, Harrison Smith. Breeze will try again on 2nd down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 11 yards there, first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage. Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open. I'm sure as a coach, when you throw the flag, you hold your breath, then you get the verification you were right, a sigh of relief. Not only a sigh of relief, a little vindication as well, because every time you pull that red flag and throw it, you could be costing your team a timeout. 15 yards. The Texans pick up the first down.
There's a good catch by David Johnson. Good enough for a first down. And remember, come out of the University of Northern Iowa, he had played receiver his first couple of years in college before shifting to running back. Used to seeing the ball in the air. And when he's on his game, he's an excellent pass receiver.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Johnson. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
1 yard gain. Brings up second.
From the gun, it's Breeze. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9.
One thing that you're going to see from this offense is that they love the matchup with their wide receivers against this secondary. That one wasn't successful, but don't expect them to back away from attacking all game long.
First catch of the game for Cooks. It'll be a first down.
Catch there by Brandon Cooks, and it's hard to believe that he's on his 4th team in 5 years because he's produced everywhere that he's been. Houston hoping to see the Brandon Cooks that they saw in New Orleans, in New England, and in Los Angeles. 2019, though, was his first year under 1,000 yards since 2014. He's looking for a bounce back.
Breeze now on 1st down. It's complete to Brown, right side. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
Complete to number 85. It's a pickup of 6.
When you execute a drag or a crossing route really well and give them a chance to let it develop a little bit, you can gain some significant yardage hitting your tight end on that one.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. On the option, they go with Johnson. And he's going to be stopped just short of the first down marker at the Vikings 39. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down is Breeze. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. A gain of 6 there on 1st.
A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
And now Johnson. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Nice job there defensively to clamp down because really they've been on their heels this drive.
Agreed, and they really needed that one for confidence, just to feel a little bit better. But I don't know if I would be daunted by them stopping me on one run. This drive is going pretty well. I could come right back at them.
Makes the score Vikings 7, Texans 3.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
And now out comes Minnesota. And last time they coughed it up, led to a field goal. They're fortunate that it only led to a field goal, but still, they're not happy about it.
Could you sense the relief, though, when they only gave up the field goal? And they were able to trot back out on the field and start this drive with a little more pep in their step because they didn't cost their team a touchdown. But they know they've got to do it a lot better than they did on the last possession.
The coach will just be relieved, though, if they recoup with a score here, right?
I think the coach will be ecstatic to see them pick themselves back up and now take it downfield, punching the end zone without turning it over.
First down, Vikings.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route, and the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
First down, here's the run with Cook. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. DeJuan Smoot with the tackle.
7-yard line. A gain of 2.
On 2nd down, Cook. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
First quarter with the score Vikings 7, Texans 3.
And the Texans have an extra defender in the secondary now on 3rd down. From the gun, Murray rolling to his right. He may try and run for this. And he will have a Vikings first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, get some 9 yards and a first.
Now this is a feeling I can relate to all too well. Deflation on 3rd and short. Excellent coverage, took away all the short routes, but the one person who wasn't accounted for, the quarterback, and he used his legs to hot-foot it for a first down.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On play action, it's Murray. Complete, Jefferson the target. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. It's a gain of 34.
We spent a lot of time talking about what's going on the field. How about off the field with the evaluation? And they spent a lot of time saying, we've got to get a rookie in here who has big playability, and that's exactly what we're seeing here early in his career.
Drafted him in the spring. Here he is early in the fall making an impact. They'll run for it with Cook. And he will take this one into the end zone for a Viking touchdown.
Minnesota.
Dalvin Cook, his 2nd touchdown of the game, his 3rd on the year. And the Vikings are going to add on to their lead. And always a good first half when you can hit pay dirt twice.
And it never hurts to have that good feeling as the game moves on. Just think about halftime. If that's all he gets, he'll just sit there at the half and think, all right, 2 already. I can get some more. I can get some more. And he'll be encouraging his offensive line to create some space.
And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. So the drive there took 6 plays. And it's capped off by the touchdown run coming from Dalvin Cook. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here comes Cobb. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Here we go!
And here's David Johnson in the Houston offense yet again.
He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the 2nd quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call it in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore. Or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here.
It's a first down on a gain of 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius. Understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball. And puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
Pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now Breeze again. Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Cobb. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Running from the gun, Johnson. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. 3 yards on 1st, 4 on 2nd, and now 5 on 3rd down. Move the sticks.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Working from the gun, it's Breeze. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
He did an okay job of absorbing the hit, just couldn't secure the football through the catch.
And he was right there on the spot and forced the incompletion. That's something defenders work on all the time. If you're there, make the contact, but continue to work your way through the receiver so that you can't possess the football and turn it into a catch.
And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Brings up third down and 10.
Now Breeze on third down. And he's going to be sacked. They sack him back right at the midfield stripe. The defensive end, Daniil Hunter, drops him.
Sometimes I wonder, partner, what it would be like to just do a bar graph for all the players in the NFL to see where they came from in college to where they are in the NFL. And Daniil Hunter, a guy with less than 10 sacks in his college career at LSU, is now one of the best sack guys in the NFL. Picks up another one there, had 14.5 last year, and became the youngest player in NFL history to reach 50 sacks in his career in the 2019 season.
And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
The drive starts with a completion left side, and they'll get him down right at around the 11-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
7 at the 11-yard line.
A 10th carry in the game for Cook. And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
That's pretty much meat and potatoes right there, wasn't it? Just go right at them and let your big horse charge up the middle. Not too fancy there, was it?
Nothing fancy at all, challenging that defense. And on that go-around, the offense won the challenge. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
Taken down.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
They'll run on first down. Cook. And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense. A little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Second and 12, operating from the 39.
And now Murray's going to set up to throw. And he's going to go down. The Texans come at him and able to bring him to the ground. Whitney Merciless showing no mercy. Flies in for the sack.
Sacked there by Whitney Merciless, and sometimes he gets overlooked on this Houston defense with J.J. Watt on that side of the ball. But remember, he was the first-round pick for this Texans team back in 2012. And in 2019 led the team with 7.5 sacks and 4 forced fumbles.
And now they're looking for 19 yards here on third down following 2 negative plays. Throwing now is Murray. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll wind up losing 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all, because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away.
no return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. They've got to be thinking, how can we get him a little bit more involved here? Second quarter, you're down, and really, he's been out of the mix.
I would agree with that, and oftentimes you hear, well, we're just taking what the defense is giving us. But sometimes that's just not good enough. Sometimes you have to take what you want, and that means getting him the football.
Yeah, so far just a single catch in this game. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
He's a pickup of 6.
A toss, left side, Johnson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've had good success, 5 for 8 to this point. This will be 3rd and 6. Now Breeze. This is caught. It's Cooks. And he is going to have the Texans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
On 1st down, Johnson gets a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back to huddle, feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
Now the throw going to Fuller, and he's got it. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Daniil Hunter picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Okay, was it a breakdown in protection? Did the running back not pick him up? What does it really matter? Sometimes it's just a great play made by the defense. Big-time sack.
So following the sack, they'll try to change their fortune here on 2nd and 13. Another try after the 1st down sack. Breeze, and that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. 6 conversions and 9 tries. They've done a great job of picking these up. This is going to be 3rd and 13. We'll drop this down to Johnson underneath. And he can only get this to the 42-yard line. And that is not near enough. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
Here's Brian Anger now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. There, this punt will go out of bounds. I think it'll be inside the 25. It will. Right at the 24-yard line is where they'll spot it. So here are the Vikings to take over. They were losers a week ago to Tennessee, but they're on top right now as they come up here 1st and 10. Here's Cook as they begin on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain.
33, Dalvin.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
At the 25-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Murray, that'll be complete to Cook. And he loses the football the second time. And the Texans scoop it. Obviously, you got to hold on to the football, but I've got to give credit to the defense there. Good job of knocking it free.
Yeah, because a lot of the time we just blame the offensive players for not taking care of it. How about the effort of the defensive players knowing that guys are going to, and if they're good, anticipate the contact coming and try and cover up the football. And they still find ways to knock it free.
So we've got a challenge. Our referee's going to take another look on the tablet. He's going to be watching to see if the knee was down prior to the ball coming out.
Oh, I love what you just said there. You nailed it, because if the ball's shifting or moving before the knee or any other part of the body hits the ground, then that'll be considered a fumble.
So possession still theirs, but now they face a third down. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. So they recover their own fumble. Now they face third and short. Following that fumble recovery, it's Murray rolling to his left. He can run for it, and he will. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down.
When they watch film of this game and hand out the grade sheets, he's going to really like getting a double plus on this play. Why? He scrambles and picks up a first down. But what else does he do? Protects himself by sliding and avoiding the big hit. Double plus, big-time play.
Murray now on first down. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. The former first-round pick, Vernon Hargraves, the one who was there defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Now Murray off play action. He'll buy some time right. He's going to take off with it. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down.
Well, that was man coverage. So once he decides to run with the football, there's no one to account for him, and he turns it into a nice gain.
Murray now on first down. Sliding out of the pocket. He's going to take off with it. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Murray, this one brought in by Jefferson. Now the Vikings will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Johnson with a completion over the middle. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. And this one's incomplete.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Murray to throw on 3rd and 1. The open man is Smith. And the Vikings are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as they find a way to convert there on 3rd and 1. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
The Vikings going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Murray to air it out again. That's complete right around the 8. And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. So we have reached halftime here in an 11-point contest. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman in our EA Sports Halftime Report. Take it away, Coach.
All right, Brandon, we'll get back to you guys in a bit. But first, time for a trip around the league on this final weekend of September. We'll get our tour started out at Venerable Soldier Field in Chicago. And it's the Colts on top as that one approaches halftime. 2 touchdown passes there for the former MVP, Matt Ryan. From there, we head down to Tennessee to check on the Titans at home in Nashville. And they've got the lead in their matchup with the Pittsburgh Steelers. Corey Davis, 2 touchdown catches on the afternoon. Lastly, let's motor up to the Motor City. See what's happening with the Lions at home at Ford Field. And for the moment, they trail the visiting Saints in that one. Patrick Mahomes killing it. 3 touchdown passes. In the game you're watching, it was the former number 1 overall selection, Kyler Murray, who put on an absolute show. His guys have the lead, as we'll hand it back over to our commentators, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded inside the 5. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
At their own 27-yard line.
Out come the Vikings. They'll have it first on offense as we begin the 3rd. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. On 2nd down, it's Cook. Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
It'll be a gain of 6 that time as it moves the chains as well.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Another tote for the workhorse this afternoon. It's Cook. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
And that's what this defense is going to need to do more in the second half. Good pressure that time, forces some indecision in the backfield. He's going to wind up being taken down for a nice loss.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray, he's going to get this one down to Cook. 5 yards on the pickup, and all of a sudden here it's 3rd down.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. With nowhere to throw it, decided to scramble, and a nice job, CD. Got the yardage that he needed.
Yeah, and his teammates are certainly going to appreciate that effort, even if his coaches don't, because they would have wanted him to slide and protect himself. But he chose team gain over personal protection.
Throwing on first down is Murray. Looking for Thielen, but it's intercepted. Vernon Hargreaves with a pick. And they
if you're a defensive back, you have more chances to make a team now than ever because people are using 5 defensive backs, 6 defensive back packages. Not exclusively, but way more than before. That was a nickel package there, and what a pickoff.
Why is that? Why are they using that more?
Because more people are throwing the ball on earlier downs than ever before. This has become a passing league, and because of that, more defensive backs on the field on most plays.
Bill O'Brien with a call here. We'll go for 2. So after the INT, it's Breeze. Complete at the 1. And he'll get into the end zone as the 2-point conversion is successful. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Taken in at the 3. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
And you see Dalvin Cook and the offense heading back out. He is hoping to find the end zone for a 3rd time, and we sit now in the 3rd quarter.
And nothing would excite him more, but I think even more so, his offensive line. Anytime you've got a guy scoring that many times, that means you've done a really nice job in front of him.
You're always giving props to the big fellas up front.
It's always a good idea. Those are some massive men.
They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'm getting a sense that the momentum of this game is changing since the break. Nice play there, and this D is fired up.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun now for Murray. Middle of the field to Jefferson. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Now Murray, he bootlegs it, steps away. He may try and run for this. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a 1st down.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy, make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play, a perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Cook, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Again, it's Cook. And not much room to operate as he'll get this up only to about the 41.
An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
And it's 3rd down.
Throwing is Murray on 3rd down. He can run for it, and he will. Good coverage downfield led to him taking off, picking up the 1st down on a 13-yard run.
Under the category of obvious, you hate giving up a 1st down on 3rd and long. And somehow he finds his way downfield and picks it up.
If you look at the coverage defensively, oh, this is great, but no one accounted for him at the quarterback spot.
At some point, you actually have to tackle him and get him on the ground short of the 1st down marker.
He takes it down to the 42, a 5-yard run. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Brought down at the 42-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
from the gun, Murray.
He gets this one into the hands of Dalvin Cook. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
And the line to gain here is the 37 on third down. Out of the gun, here's Murray. They'll roll him out, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. And no matter what the situation, the O-line just hates that because they feel like they didn't protect little brother back there, right?
Man, that's just so difficult for them because just think about every single play. When you decide to throw the football, you're dealing with some of the best athletes on the planet. You talk about guys, if they weren't playing football, they'd be starring in the NBA at power forward. It's a really difficult task.
Here's Britton Colquitt now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds.
24-yard line.
Out comes the Houston offense as they get set to take over here. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working and call more of that.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Part of the thinking when you bring in extra tight ends, you're hoping that each of your guys gets those one-on-one blocks and creates a crease for your runner. You know what the converse is, though? You've got to win those one-on-one blocks, and when you don't, that's the result you end up with.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, it's Breeze.
And Breeze is intercepted for the 3rd time. The rookie Jeff Gladney picks it.
And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Bailey now for the extra point. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And this return will net positive as he gets past the 25 and up to the 27-yard line.
Over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Houston set to take over.
Now Breeze to try again after the pick six. The Vikings after him, and they get there for the sack. And now following that sack, looks like we've got an injured man down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. And the job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Another try after the first down sack. Breeze. He gets it left side to Johnson. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Brings up 3rd down.
Shotgun now for Breeze. Throw left side complete. That's Johnson. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the first. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath by all means.
Here's Brian Anger now as he's on to punt for Houston.
Receiving team.
So this will be accepted as it moves the offense backwards. Now a run with Cook. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Whitney Merciless. 2 yards on the pickup.
Here's Murray. Smith catches left side.
Murray's
not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37.
He's brought down.
It'll be a pickup of just 2, and it'll move the chains.
Brandon, they're still in the lead, but momentum's certainly been going the opposite direction. So to me, that's a really important pickup there on 3rd down.
Try and regain some confidence, and you're right. They need to stem the tide a little bit. That certainly helped. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. On the ground, it's Cook. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard. The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. From the gun, it's a give to Cook. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10.
Yards on the play. And the Vikings first down.
Now Cook. And very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49. Now whistles and a timeout. Looks like we've got a Viking slow to get up. We'll check on his status when we get back. From just shy of midfield, Murray. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Incomplete.
To throw on 3rd down. Murray. Complete. Jefferson the target. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a first down.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
So a 1st and 10 now in Houston territory at the 41. Back to the ground, Cook. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play there. 2nd down.
Gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Throwing on 2nd down. Murray. Open here, Adam Thielen. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 19. Last play they got stumped at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
On 1st down, it's Cook. Even with that broken tackle, he'll be brought down short of the 15.
He's taken down.
Zach Cunningham, the leading tackler in the AFC in 2019, is there defensively.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun, and they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short game. Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And the running back position just continues to evolve from what I saw as a youngster when you just took the ball from the quarterback and ran as far as you could. Nowadays, you've got to be able to catch the ball as well. And there were 15 running backs last season, partner, that ran for over 1,000 yards, but only 3 had 500 or more receiving yards as well. Leonard Fournette with Jacksonville, Christian McCaffrey, of course, with Carolina, and this guy right here, Dalvin Cook.
He's got his man. It's taken in for a Viking touchdown. Justin Jefferson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Vikings are going to widen that advantage.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. That one was an extended drive. 14 plays all told. And it's polished off by a Viking score. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here comes Cobb. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. Fuller brings it in over the middle. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Breeze now on 1st down. Open man, the tight end fills. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 more on that one and another 1st down. You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
There's a good reception there by Will Fuller. And if you're looking for breakout players in 2020, he's a big-time candidate for it because he has a rapport with Deshaun Watson. And now with DeAndre Hopkins no longer in Houston, he could be their top receiver.
On 1st down, Breeze. And he's going to find his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And they'll get this down to the 10. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
12 more yards.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
That's complete right around the 8. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Again, it's Breeze. And they're into the end zone, but it's not verified yet. Hold on, there is a
see the excitement, and then when they realize those points aren't going to count, can they get it back together and find their way back to the end zone?
This throw caught right around the 6. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a third down.
3rd and 3.
Brees going to try and throw on third down. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Randall Cobb. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
Nick Folk for the point after. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in the Texans finding the end zone. Now set to boot it after his guys put 6 on the board.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
At their own
Dalvin Cook taking the field for the Vikings' next possession.
And he's found the end zone twice, and now I'm guessing he's thinking, hey, let's find it 3 times.
And you got to figure from the defensive perspective, how has he gotten there twice? What are we going to do to keep him out for a 3rd time? How do we tighten things down? Because he and his offensive mates, they are really in sync right now.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3. From the gun, Murray. But it's caught on the right side of Smith. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. It's a first down on a gain of 10.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Good cover defensively as they get to him just beyond the 45 after the broken tackle. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. Operating from the gun, Murray throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down.
5 yards on the play. And it's 3rd.
Off the bootleg. Murray. That'll be complete to Cook. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 13 yards as the Vikings pick up the first down. Well, probably the only thing he did wrong there was go out of bounds, nursing this 4th quarter lead. You want to stay in, eat the clock.
Yeah, you got to love the effort, the catch, the extra yardage, but you got to know the situation. Stay in bounds, young man.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Cook. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6.
A gain of 4. It's now
Murray now. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Murray.
And they brought the pressure there just right up the gut, didn't they?
Yeah, they certainly did. And, you know, when you've got so many different responsibilities as an offensive line, you got to deal with the nose tackle, the 2 defensive tackles or ends, and then sometimes you just can't account for everyone. The linebacker slipped free.
Got to get to the 26 for a first. This is 3rd down. From the gun, Murray. He may try and run for this. A nifty bit of scrambling there. 12 yards, first down. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first. Operating from the gun, Murray.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the fourth, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame him?
And Thielen's got it. Touchdown, Vikings.
Complete to number 19.
Adam Thielen, his first touchdown on the year. And the Vikings find a way to stretch their lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
He's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it all culminates in a touchdown for Minnesota. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Here comes Cobb.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
The Texans take over first and 10 at their own.
The Texans getting set here to take over again on offense. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big fourth quarter hole.
Throwing on first down is Breeze. He's got his tight end. It's Fells. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. Throwing now is Breeze. Screen play, Johnson. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Call it a gain of 14 for the second play in a row.
43-yard line.
On first and 10, here's Breeze. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well. Again, they'll throw with Breeze. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Back-to-back 11-yard gains, and they've got another first down.
First and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Now Breeze again. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Makes it second and 10 at the 21-yard line.
There's Johnson. He's been busy this afternoon. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
Down at the 17-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Brings up third and 6.
Again, it's Johnson. And he'll take this one down near the 15. Only a yard of the pickup there, and it's going to leave him with a fourth down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. It makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. They'll go for it. It's Breeze. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
And the Texans are going to have first and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
Some collective exhales over there on the sideline. A big pickup through the air on fourth down to bring up first and goal. Breeze now.
Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Darren Fells, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Texans get a bit closer.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, you know,
it doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
And he puts it through. A 10-play drive that time. And the result, a Houston touchdown. 2 scores down, 3 timeouts left. Still a chance if they can somehow get this one back. And the Vikings able to recover. The hands team does its job. They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none. The Vikings offense now heading out to take over. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. They'll run on first down. Cook. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. They run again on first down. Cook. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. Now Cook, he's got it off the draw. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The Texans going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. It's a 39-yard attempt, right hash. Bailey's kick is good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13.
Vikings 38, Texans 25.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but it's still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Drew Brees in the offense. Down by 13, a little over 50 seconds remaining. Their perfect start to the season in serious peril as they come up on 1st and 10. Brees now on 1st down. Over the middle, complete. That's fine. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 19 yards there on the catch and run.
And he'll get this underneath to David Johnson.
It's a gain of 5 on the play, and it'll make it 2nd down. Incomplete, and we're down to 8 seconds now. They were searching for the tight end, Darren Fells, and now it's 3rd down.
3rd and 5.
Brees to throw again. He's going to let it fly. And this is incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
Incomplete. Harrison Smith on the coverage.
indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. One final try here for Breeze. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. The rookie Cameron Dantzler picks it, and that will write a finish to this ball game. So the final seconds have ticked away in this Minnesota victory, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half to put this one on ice.
And I know a lot of people watching this one were thinking to themselves, I bet halftime was really interesting. Probably took the paint off the walls with some of the words that were said. But I get the sense that it was much more of the adjustments they made. They came in with a game plan that we saw that didn't work in the first half. They made the adjustments necessary, went away from that, and then they got it together, got a spark, and then took off. It's really nice to watch in the second half.
So for Minnesota, it'll be a .500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And they'll get another road date next week as their opponents will be the Seattle Seahawks.